So guys, Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima is seriously having a very big problem concerning this regional bill and state bill of a thing. I'm going to show you what happened. Yesterday, I did a video. I told you guys how Kashim Shettima, told the Senate to actually withdraw that particular bill that Bola Tinubu, that state bill that will allow states to enjoy 60% of whatever they did. In fact, a full resource control and every other thing. Kashim Shettima, after the National Executive Council meeting, told the Senate to send back the bill, that they should not go further ahead with the bill. Bola Tinubu came out today again and said it's a lie, that the Senate must continue with this particular bill. I'm going to show you what happened, because this is a clash between Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima. Remember, the northern governors came out together and warned Bola Tinubu that he should not continue with this particular bill. Remember, Kashim Shettima himself is against anything that has to do with regional government, regional bill or state bill, anything that has to do with resource control. The northerners are against it. The northern governors came together, ganged up together, and told their northern counterparts in the Senate that they should make sure that they frustrate and reject this bill that Bola Tinubu sent to the National Assembly. But with the help of Abba bill and some certain senators, the bill actually passed first reading. I'm going to show you a lot of things that are actually happening. This coming days is going to be hot. This coming days is going to be hot for the seat of the presidency of in Asoro, because Kashim Shettima is opposing Bola Tinubu with all indications of things, because he was the chairperson that led that particular meeting yesterday that said that the Senate should stop passing the bill and they should return it back. Meanwhile, Bola Tinubu came out today said it's a lie, that the Senate must continue with it. Let me show you in proper context as you can see on the screen, because a lot of things are actually happening. If this is your first time of coming to our channel, please do well to subscribe and follow us here. Click on the notification button so you get notified whenever we drop important information or updates like this, because a lot of things are actually happening. Just do well to follow us here. It will not cost you anything. Subscribe. Just tap on the subscribe button here. Now, let me show you what happened and what Bola Tinubu said after Kashim Shettima told the Senate to return the bill. Look at what Bola Tinubu won and said that the bill must continue. As you can see on the screen, they said tax reform bills will not be withdrawn from the National Assembly, says Bola Tinubu. Tinubu said it authoritatively that the tax reform bills will not be withdrawn from the National Assembly. They said, amid the controversy trailing the tax reform bills, President Tinubu said that the document would not be withdrawn from the National Assembly. Remember, it was yesterday that Kashim Shettima, the National Executive Council meeting that he chaired yesterday, said that the document should be withdrawn. Bola Tinubu said no. Now, before I even forge ahead, let me explain what this tax bill means, in case you don't understand. A lot of people have been clamoring for regional form of government, regional and state form of government. We have regions will enjoy whatever they generate, whatever IGR they generate, whatever tax they generate from their state. Remember, a lot of people, especially the northern governors, have been parasitic. They don't want to increase their IGR and probably the VAT, the value added tax in their region. Meanwhile, they believe that whatever that is generated in the southern part should equally be shared in the northern part of the country. I gave an instance whereby alcohol, they don't allow alcohol to be sold in the north because of Sharia law. But alcohol is sold in the south. Now, they believe that whatever revenue that is generated being value-added tax from the sale of alcohol in the south should be shared to the north. This is what Bola Tinubu, even if you don't like Bola Tinubu, this is what Bola Tinubu is trying to fight against. That he can't expect revenue that is being generated in other states to be given to you. That means it would be like monkey they walk, babu the chop. You folded your arms. You don't want your regions to work harder or probably create more investors and attract more foreign direct investments in your state. You just want to fold your arms and enjoy the benefits of any. And Shettima is a northern politician, and that's why some northern leaders are telling him and the northern senators to make sure that they discourage Bola Tinubu from actually continuing with this bill. But Bola Tinubu, like I said, is adamant, and he is actually getting it right by saying this bill must actually go. So this is just a brief explanation of what that bill is all about. So the bill is saying that whatever you generate in your state, you will collect 60%. This is not all about what the government, before what they will do is that they will give it to the federal government. The federal government will now come and, divide it and share it. No, this time around, whatever you generate, you first of all collect it to the 60% first, which is the right thing to be done. Let's continue. They said that the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, being Bayo Onanuga. So they said that the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, disclosed this in a statement. He rather explained that the bill should go through the legislative process. According to the statement, President Tinubu received the National Economic Council's recommendation that the tax reform bill already sent to the National Assembly be withdrawn for further consultation. The Nigerian leader also commended the National Economic Council, especially Vice President Kashim Shettima and the 36 state governor, for their advice. He believed that the legislative process, which has already begun, provides an opportunity for impulse and necessary changes without withdrawing the bill from the National Assembly. Yes, this is the right thing to be done. Kashim Shettima and co, who actually had that meeting yesterday, said that the bill should entirely be withdrawn. But Tinubu is saying no, that the essence of having a National Assembly is to deliberate upon this matter. If there are inputs, if there are other deliberations or public suggestions that will be given, that is why we have the lawmakers there. That is why it is called National Assembly. We have people from different regions and origins who come and deliberate on the matter. So it must actually be allowed to pass through the legislative process. Other than what Kashim Shettima and other people said yesterday, that the bill should be withdrawn. I tell you for free, if that bill is withdrawn from the National Assembly, that bill will not return there again. In fact, the case will be swept under the carpet. And Balami Tinubu knew what these people are trying to do. He knew their antics. He knew everything they're trying to do. He said, no, let the bill continue. Since it has passed first reading there, let it continue. Of course, if it's successfully scales through, it means this is majority of the opinion. And this is what Nigerians want, because these people are representing Nigerians. So if majority of them support this bill, it means this is what majority of Nigerians want. So Tinubu said, while urging the NEC to allow the process to take its full course, President Tinubu welcomes further consultation and engagement with key stakeholders to address any reservations about the bills, why the National Assembly considers them for passage. This is the right thing to be done in democracy. If it's not for ulterior motive, why would you tell them to withdraw a bill that is still under deliberation in the National Assembly, which is what every bill does? It must be deliberated upon. Remember, Tinubu, actually organized an economic council that actually drafted this bill before being sent to the National Assembly. It is not the job of the National Assembly to vet. So the National Assembly will now have their input and make changes where it is being needed, and do some recommendations on it. So I support this fully. Yesterday I was so discouraged. I was so sad when I heard that the National Economic Council led by Shettima said that the bill should actually be withdrawn from the National Assembly. I said, no, this is not the right thing to do. And today, like I said, of course, a lot of people don't like Balami and Tinubu because of the harsh economic policies. But of course, if there are areas or regards you would support, this is not. Remember, I made mention of the alcohol being sold. Apart from that, a lot of things are actually not right. Regions are not enjoying what they have in their state. Like they made solid minerals in the northern part of the country. We don't even know where the revenue is going to. Some of these solid minerals in the north are being enjoyed by the northern political elites. So most of them that are rejecting these bills or this kind of view don't want to be held accountable, because they know that when we return back to this particular bill, that those minerals that they are embezzling secretly, they will not be held accountable, because they will need those money that they are siphoning to now use it to develop their region. Which is basically and literally the truth. Well, that's that for that. I'll keep you guys posted, because a lot of things actually happen. Shettima is saying something there, because since he was the chairman of that particular council yesterday and endorsed that bill, endorsed that particular statement that the bill should be retrieved, that means he is against whatever thing that Bola Tinubu is doing. And Bola Tinubu came out today and said, "Is the line? Let the bill continue with where it is being deliberated upon in the National Assembly." Well, on another developing story, this Bola Tinubu's government is heartless. Yesterday, there is a lot of outrage about underage northerners that have been in detention for 90-something days, about 3 months or thereabouts, just because they protested against bad governance in August. And they said they looted and all that. You could see underage. Where is it being done? Look at these children. Some of them fainted in court yesterday. Some of them were malnourished. And this caused a lot of outrage yesterday in the public space. And people started criticizing the government. Why would you do such thing? Criminals and thieves that have embezzled them. Look at the Bello and 80 billion. Of course, he's actually being protected. Other criminals that have actually embezzled billions and billions of naira are not being treated this way. But innocent children that protested for their rights. Just say children that you are protesting against hunger, you just arrested and apprehended them without even giving them chance. For 3 months, they've been incarcerated. Look at how they are. Some of them look so malnourished. Some of them fainted yesterday. And the most funny thing is that some of these people in this government, we are still supporting this particular treatment that was given to these children. Very pathetic, honestly speaking with you. And people, a lot of politicians had to lend their voice yesterday, saying, release these people unconditionally. They are not the problem of this country. You said they want to, overthrow you or probably. How does these people look like people that want to, take over the government and all that? This is like majoring in the minor. You don't want to focus on the most important things, the rascal policies and the economic situations in the country. No, you are focusing on majoring on the minor. It was really disheartening yesterday. It was really, really disheartening. Some of these kids have stayed in detention for 3 months. Look at how they were treated in wherever they were. Is it how these children tomorrow, will they ever forget this kind of experience they've gotten? The IGP came out and said that provided you're above 7 years, you can be detained, you can be jailed, you can be... What kind of nonsense is that? And what kind of country are we running? Tomorrow, these kids, do you think they will be patriotic? Do you think they will love this country again, or probably find any way to actually work for this country with the kind of treatment given to them? It was really, really a shameful scene to behold. Honestly, that yesterday, it was really a shameful scene to behold. I believe that this government should listen and release these kids. Because these kids, they don't even look like people that they don't even what they were doing. They said they were waving the Russian flag and all that. Yes, we are against people waving the Russian flag in Nigeria. But these kids, deeply looking at them and their history and everything, do you think they have any connection in actually trying to overthrow your government? This was the same way people were arrested by NAS or SCU and still releasing at the end of the day without achieving anything. Why not be objective in everything you are doing, other than trying to showcase your power and flex your muscles? Well, that's that for that way.
Well, that's that for that. Well, I would like you to drop your comments in the comment section and tell me what you think about all these political things we've spoken about, especially the tax bill that Bola Tinubu is having a clash with Shettima. Shettima said that the tax bill and it should be retrieved from the Senate, while Bola Tinubu said is a lie, that it must continue the reading process and probably the vetting process in the National Assembly. So what do you think about it? Do you think the bill should actually be retrieved, or you should actually go on? And also drop your comments on this issue of detained Northerners that were minors that were actually detained for more than 90-something days without fair trial. Drop your comments and equally follow us here and subscribe to our YouTube channel.